Yeah.
So, Susan, what about the idea of, hearkening back a little bit to the idea of getting to neutral? And you mentioned this concept of centering and neutral. Can you give us some practical ways also? The way Linda shared her practical strategies, how about a practical way to be centered? How
Yeah.
can we learn this?
Yeah. So what I'd like to do right now is to ask our viewers to actually engage in an experience so that you can feel it for yourselves. And you will not have to take our word for it. You'll actually know it as your own experience. So at this point, I would just ask you to come to the edge of your chair and make sure that your sits bones are all the way at the edge of your seat. And so what you want to do is imagine that your spine is like the dishes in your kitchen cabinet, stacked vertebra, one on top of the other. In this way, your chin will be parallel to the floor and your feet will be planted firmly on the floor. And so if you have any tension whatsoever, which I know no one on this call today does, I would invite you to just wiggle your shoulders, pull them up to your ears a bit, because so much of our days now are being spent on screens in communication or on phones. We tend to carry all this tension in the shoulder girdle and in the area of the neck. And just notice how moving in such a way begins to allow some blood flow into that area, and probably feels really good. All right, so now just place your hands firmly on your thighs or at your side in a way that just feels relaxed and comfortable. And now if you feel safe and ready, I invite you to close your eyes. And so what we're going to do is practice what's called belly breathing. And many people actually are not breathing in a way that is healthy for their nervous systems. Their inhalation is coming from the top of the lung. The breath is going in through the top of the lung. And this creates a pattern of fear and anxiety, almost tending towards hyperventilation. And what we want to do is we want to instead modulate the breath so that it's coming in through the belly. So I want us to imagine a tiny straw about 2 inches below the belly button. And it's as if we're going to sip the air through that tiny little straw and pull it up into the belly and then finally into the lung. So together, here we go. We're going to inhale through the nose, pull the breath in through the tiny little straw, feel the belly inflate. Belly should be going out, pulling the breath up into the base of the lung, and then carrying the breath all the way up to the top of the lung. And now simply hold the breath for a count of 4. And now begin to release the breath as slowly as you can, allowing it to move from the top of the lung into the base of the lung, into the abdomen, and finally feeling that tip of the straw as you allow the breath to exhale through the tiny little hole with a whoosh. Inhaling through the nose, inflating the belly through the straw. Filling the belly, feeling it expanding, going all the way out to the sides of the room you're sitting in. Bringing the breath up into the lung. And finally, as it reaches the top of the lung, feel the chest expanding. Holding the breath. Heart is opening. And now allow yourself to release the breath very slowly. See if you can get 6 or 7 counts out of this exhalation before you let the breath out of the abdomen. Again, inhaling through the nose, pulling the breath in through the belly. Belly inflates. And this time I want you to imagine allowing the belly to inflate so much that you've actually pushed the walls out and your breath is now expanding to fill the whole block where you live. Pulling the breath up into the base of the lung. And finally, as it reaches the top, the sternum is open wide. The heart is open. And you are oxygenating fresh red blood cells throughout your body. And now allow the breath to begin to release. Slowly moving from the top of the lung, all the way down into the base, into the belly, and now exiting with a tiny whoosh. Now I want to invite you to continue breathing in this way at your own pace. The invitation is to ensure that you are inhaling through the belly and allowing your exhalation to be even longer than the inhalation. In so doing, you are allowing your sympathetic nervous system to relax, and you are activating your parasympathetic nervous system on the exhale. Entering deeper and deeper relaxation, beginning to notice how the thoughts are beginning to fade away. And now you're becoming more absorbed in the moment as it is, without labeling or judging, simply observing pure sensation. Noticing any tingling or warmth or discomfort anywhere in your body. Simply observe. Becoming fully absorbed in the breath, the inhale and the exhale, and the access to your true north within your body. And now, if you have any discomfort anywhere in your physical presence, begin to place your attention in the area of discomfort and then breathe directly into that place where you place your attention. Breathe deeply into it, allowing the exhalation to be slow and sustained until the edges of the discomfort begin to soften and fade away. Feeling the edges of discomfort melting through your exhalation. And feeling yourself dropping into deeper and deeper levels of relaxation and calm. And just notice now how peaceful and centered your body is, how quiet your mind is. Just observe. And now I invite you to begin to inhale and exhale again on purpose, deeply inhaling and letting go of the exhalation with a sigh, cleansing the body of all of the stressful breath. Again, inhaling through the nose, pulling the breath in through the belly, and let go even more. And now allow your toes and feet to begin to move, your fingers and hands. Perhaps allow your neck and shoulders to roll gently. Allow your body to move in any way it just wants to move on its own. And very softly and gradually, open your eyes and welcome back.
That was amazing.
Oh.
Feel like I took a trip?
You took a trip. Isn't it amazing? We didn't leave anywhere.
A vacation, yeah.
It was a little vacation, and nothing has changed in the external world in those 3 minutes. And yet everything changed in our own inner experience.
True.
That's what we're talking about. So the invitation is to learn that the importance of activating the parasympathetic nervous system is available to us. We carry this innate ability within us. We just have to remember to use it.